place.
AM 560, The Answer.
Welcome back to Get Down to Business. We've been chatting throughout this hour all about entrepreneurship, and my returning guest, my friend, my mentor, Dr. Jim White, has been spending the past quarter of a century buying, expanding, and selling 23 companies operating in 44 countries. And through this journey, Jim, I know you've discovered your true passion for helping others succeed personally and professionally. That's what I wanted to focus on this evening. First of all, Jim, welcome back.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Always great to be with you, Scott.
Absolutely. So, Jim, the theme of the show, I've had 4 guests on over the course of the hour, and, entrepreneurs of all types, businesses of all sizes. Ultimately, I'm hearing a theme both from you as well as from everybody that I've spoken to. It's all about the people, isn't it?
It's all about the people. Absolutely. As simple as that may sound to your listeners, but it is all about the people. And there's 3 things that I have said for the past 40 years: right people, right place at the right time. If you can figure that out, you're off and running, and that is not easy to do.
Indeed. And Jim, I know I just mentioned 23 companies in 44 countries, and it's fascinating because regardless of industry, it's really true that ultimately it's the people that make all the difference. So, Jim, as we always do in our couple of quick minutes on the program together weekly, you always provide tips and things that folks can take away in their week ahead in business, in life. How can a business owner tuning in to Get Down to Business this evening learn a lesson about how they can take care of their people to allow them to succeed in their organizations?
The advice that I would give is to apply the 80-20 rule, commonly referred to as the Pareto principle. And that principle dates back to 1896, and it goes like this. And 80% of your I'm going to take the customer side for a moment, and then I'll come back to the people. 80% of your revenue is going to come from 20% of your customers, and that is tried and true. And also from the people side, when you want to take care of them, if you're having issues, that same principle will apply. So what I have done for many, many years, and I teach my leadership team to do, apply that principle when you are trying to determine what's going right or what's going wrong and how to make sure that you get people aligned in the right spot and the right job at the right time.
And that's certainly a challenge, but it's something that needs to be the top priority. I've been a big fan of Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks, and in all of his books he talks about ultimately it's the people first. And I know, Jim, that's a theme throughout all of the companies, and I'm privileged to work with you, and I see it in action every day. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what industry, it is the people that make all the difference. And that's a great segue, Jim. Your most recent book, Broken America, is a call to action. It's about people in this country, and that's something that perhaps a principle that may have been forgotten. Jim, the book came out September 9th. What's the reaction been?
The reaction has been very positive, and we lay out in the book about 10 principles to restore America. And it's, again, about people, and that Pareto principle applies, and we start digging into the challenges that we have in the country today, and we've got to start setting priorities to some of these issues, and it goes back to the people. If we can't get people to talk in a civil way, we'll never accomplish anything. So it is about the people. It is all about the people, and Broken America is a call to action for us to put aside the political parties and find the common ground to unite people around our country's founding principles. So, Jim, where can people find the book? I know you want to get it in the hands of every American, certainly every member of Congress, but really every American, because there's a strong message, Broken America. Where can people find it? BrokenAmerica.com. BrokenAmerica.com.
BrokenAmerica.com, and I've been chatting with Dr. Jim White, who, of course, will be back next week in our continuing series over here. We always talk about a lesson for business owners, for people in general, and that's been your lesson, of course, in Broken America. Check out BrokenAmerica.com. Dr. Jim White, Jim, my friend, come back again next week. Can't wait to continue the conversation.
Likewise. Have a great evening, Scott.
You too. To success, let's get down to business. We'll be back next Sunday, 6 p.m.
Did you miss